Testing, testing. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm here chatting away, and OBS had that weird microphone thing, where it for some reason every so often will not remember that I have a microphone plugged in. Okay, so let's try that again. Welcome on in, everybody. welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Little special day stream here. I'll probably still have a nighttime stream where I'm doing some coding, but I felt like jumping on for a little bit here and just playing a game. Let's see if we can. Let's see what the game audio is like here. Um, Game audio is not coming through. I don't know if that means it's not. There is no audio, or I have a feeling there is audio, but it's not coming through. Hang on 1 second here. Technical issues. It would be a stream. It wouldn't be a stream without some technical issues. Friends. Where's the... Oh, here it is. Master volume, music volume. Okay. It may not have any volume on this side here. Let me just check the settings. Audio devices and HDMI output should be correct. All right. Well, let's see. There might not be anything. I it does have some little bit of music, so we might actually play some music on the underneath, but I don't think it has a whole lot. Anyway, friends, let's jump in and see what we can do. So, 2092, the Hypatia Space Telescope identifies a gas giant around a star, Beta Hydri. The new planet Nema would only be one of many exoplanets in the universe if not for moons deemed would only be one of the many exoplanets in the universe if not for moons deemed capable of supporting life. 24 light years away from Earth is close enough to be in human reach. 2107 interstellar colonial carrier Daedalus leaves Earth's orbit, packed with a crew of 9,000, mining gear, and scientific equipment to investigate the Hydri system. It will reach 20% of the speed of light. 2230, the ICC Daedalus enters the orbit of Nema. Its moons are barren, desolated wastelands, unable to support life. Pumping stations are built around Nema to extract the valuable gases within. Asteroids are broken up for materials, and colonists establish outposts around the moons. 2249. Some colonists attempt a return to Earth. A clash between colonists pushes some of them to attempt to fly Daedalus back to Earth, only to meet opposition from the others. The carrier is destroyed in the fight. 2250. Life goes on. As the colonial government has broken down, the mining and exploration companies remain. With no hope of return to the known world, life goes on in relative peace. Okay. So, that gives you sort of the backstory of the game. Basically, this is just a space training outpost kind of simulator. It'll start off mostly space trucking, and then we can start to like sort of build a company up, as it were. So let's go with that. We'll do normal difficulty, because why not? Beginning economy, developing, prospering, maturing, accomplish. We'll say beginning. Trader or fighter. We'll stick with trader as our starting scenario. I am to. Let's make sure that we know this. I am playing with a community mod, a community developed mod, I should say, that makes a whole slew of updates and changes to the game. Mostly bug patches, mostly making things a little bit easier to see, things like that. So it's not a vanilla experience, but it's pretty close to one. I mean, I've played the vanilla experience, and a lot of stuff that I saw in the community patch were problems that I had with the initial game, and this kind of goes through and tries to address some of them. Also, the game towards the this tries to address some of the AI problems in the game, where NPCs later on in the game kind of just get stuck. Like the economy just kind of pauses, and I think the modder has attempted to try to smooth some of that out, try to fix some of that along the way. It is though a oh well, it would be helpful phone. That would be why I can't hear anything. Oh, sorry about that, folks. There, now we got some sound. Oh man, I'm here trying to show off the game, and you were stuck on the starting screen there. Okay, yeah, we're batting 1,000 this morning. I should have stayed in bed. anyway, anyway, um, yeah, we haven't gotten very far. This is just the new game screen and everything. So there you have it. Company name, Mem Trading Company. Hull identifier, MLD. Emerge as a brand new company in first light, piloting a single Solon, I should say, Solon trade ship. I don't want the tutorial contract. Storyline pendulum quest I definitely want. Randomize this station positions of most stations. Randomize the starting positions of most stations. That's probably fine. It's not really going to hurt. It's not really going to change much, I don't think. We'll do that. And I'm not going to put AI cheats on. Small cheats to favor non-player companies on harder difficulties if enabled. No, we don't need that. But we do want the story contracts. I don't need the tutorial per se. It's been a couple of years since I played the game, but I think I kind of remember some of it. So we'll see as we jump in. Let's start. And immediately we are in our ship here. So new contract available. So if I go M, what is it? Not tab for the map. Control space. Space? No, that's zoom in. Escape. Okay, it's escape. All right. The map is everything's function keys. That's right. So orbital map is F3. All right, we are in first lights. And this is our fleet, which is just us right now. So I need to pick up some contracts, basically. So Pendulum is the story contract. So we'll do that, pick that up, and then all the other tutorials are those. We don't have any other contracts right now, so we just have to dock at the habitation center in Blue Heart. So let's go to Blue Heart here, and travel. And then it's just J to skip days. There we go. There we go. And now we go in here, and then the habitation hub, I guess, is habitations. Yeah, these are both yellow. So habitation center is where we have to go. Let's go target that, and oops, is that what? Let's go dock and air. First thing I'm definitely going to want to get is auto dock, because the manual docking is appropriately manual. We do have what we call it, Newtonian physics here and stuff. Also, we've already detected an unknown signal. Let's see if I can align with it. We will go track down this unknown signal first. Before we dock. .97% alignment there, which is too far away. All right, let's roll in close here and do this. I mean, this is basically like X4 when you scan, you get close to a station and there's like signals to be detected. It's kind of the same thing, although these signals are usually not always, they're not always attached to stations. Anything like that. It's just for us, we need to get within a certain distance and we need to sit there. You need to face it and you need to be a certain distance from it so you can, for a certain amount of time, so you can scan it. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. All what I wanted to do. I've lost my signal alignment. There it is. Whoops. Bumping into things. Don't mind me. I'm already bumping into things. This thing's really close. There we go. I forget if there's a way to, I don't think you can stop fully. It's take a while for the analysis to happen though. There it is. actually another unknown signal that's close by. That's interesting. Where that is. Try to find some kind of alignment with it. Let's just get away from the station for a second. It's up there. Okay, I mean, we might as well get all these signals while we're here. Yeah, my engines took a little bit of damage, just a tiny bit. You can see over there on the bar from the little bumper cars we did earlier. Okay. 100% here. Just need to get a hell of a lot closer. Is there a setting to come to a complete stop? B is for autopilot to cut speed. Maybe? Oh yeah, that works. Okay, so B works. B for brake. Works for me. Can't get much closer than this. Really nice if it's... There we go. Get about 98% alignment. I guess that'll have to do. Alright. Might as well track down these signals before we even start. I forget exactly what the signals do. I don't remember if they are like story things or if they have some kind of other effect. I forget. I remember tracking down signals. I just don't remember what effect they have on the actual game going forward, if any. But yeah, I mean, we're once we get a little bit more into the game proper, you'll see that it's just a lot of the initial game is a lot of just kind of going around and delivering cargo and stuff like that, and trying to make enough money to upgrade your ship, and then really make enough money to get a fleet going and have other fleet ships doing cargo runs for you. Eventually, we'll be able to build space stations and have like logistical things going, like have our fleets like ferrying supplies between the space stations and things of that nature. But it takes a good amount of time to get to that point. I mean, the last playthrough I did, I had about 40 hours in the game, and I was still, I was at probably mid game at that point. Um, I would say. Oh, that's right. Technology research. We get plus 13 research, artifact research. That is what it is. I forgot about that. Okay, so that is the that allows you to kind of research. I believe we use it to get new spaceship parts, maybe upgrade parts. I forget exactly how it works, but it's oh, there's a research tree. I remember now. There's a research tree, and it unlocks various things like for your whatchamacallit, for your um, um, stations and other things. All right, so we got a line for proper docking here, which is always an interesting thing in this game. Basically, we gotta get that dot up inside that dot, and not. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to spin around this way so we actually get in line correctly. Because these nubbins, there's several different nubbins that you connect to, and their positioning is interesting, to say the least. And this is with a small ship. There's a there are much larger ships in the game. That make this even more difficult, which is why you try to get a docking thing as soon as you can. An auto dock as soon as you can. Alright, so lateral error is 2 meters. 3 meters, 2 meters. Ah, I gotcha. Angular error is... Okay, so we got the right angle. We need to go up a little bit. There we go. And then... Error is 1 meter. Angular error. There we go. Got it. It takes a little bit. It takes a bit. Thanks for attending this meeting. As you may have observed, fire something contracts. Thanks for attending this meeting. As you may have observed, the Spire, our only source of gas, can't match our needs anymore. We need to build a new orbital extractor. However, the Spire was built before the war, and all the knowledge disappeared when the Daedalus carrier was shot to pieces. Your help is needed to build a new one. Please start reverse engineering the Spire so we can learn more. Got it. So we're tracking that one, and now we've got additional contracts here. So VIP transport. So we'll be doing a lot of ferrying of people. So you want to go to dock at Sunhab Tarvos habitat in Blue Heart. So you're going to Blue Heart. You're going to Blue Heart. Okay, accept both of those. And food delivery, sell 45 food at Blue Heart. See, the problem with the food delivery stuff is I have to buy the food and then deliver it, which is usually a pain in the butt. But let's see. So they want 45 food. What's the where can I get food for the cheapest amount? See, there's no food wise. They have 4.1 usage. They need 361. So you're paying decent. Yeah, include storage hubs. It's like they've got a ton of needs are not being fulfilled right now. Is there a food center around here? Storage hub, trading hub. Let's go with ship here, and how about trade? So can we get food? Resources isn't sold by the seller. Input resources are never sold. Oh, it's taking it as input food. So they want food. They don't have any. And I have nothing. So is there a sector info? Is there? I can probably repair 80 credits to repair at local prices. We're in Blue Heart, so I want food. Details. So Blue Heart has no food to sell. Yeah. Yeah, that figures. I would have to pick it up from a different place along the way. So I have to go to the Spire for that. And then where are these other ones going to? These other ones are staying here in Blue Heart, aren't they? Oh, transport from Blue Heart to the farm. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Blue Heart to the farm. And you are going to the forge. See, I didn't read the top there, which is what's actually telling me where these things are supposed to be. So if we're going to the farm, then we'll just do the food delivery thing as well, because the farm should have some food stuff for us to pick up. All right, so let's go to the farm first. And that will be 2 days travel. There we go. All right, and let's see. Sector info. So we want to do. Um, we want to actually pick up some food here. So 941 stock, 42 credits. 42 credits. They're the only one that has any stock of food, so kind of have to deal with them. So did they have? They have 89 food. All right, we'll go. Go target them. And where did we have to drop? Actually, where did we have to drop this other person off at? Uh, to farm. Oh, crap. I didn't pick them up. I had to pick, that's what threw me off. I had to pick them up from the habitat in Blue Heart and then damn it, man, I forgot about that. I need to actually pick up the person and then take them somewhere. Food haulage in the farm. Buy 32 food and sell 32 food. Oh wait, do I have? Did they give me 32? No, they didn't. Okay. So buy 32 food from Sunfar Thlessa Farm. Sell 32 food to Keon Habitat at the farm. So this is just all within here. And then go from this farm to the Spire. Yeah, we're all heading there anyway. So let's do the food haulage one. So go to 32 food from Thalassa Farm and then sell it to the other one. Okay. So we'll go target this guy and head on over there. Luckily it wasn't too far away. A lot of these systems have, even though there's a lot of things that show up there, they're all different docking point ports of the same like space stations in a lot of cases. So you don't usually have to travel as far as you might think you would have to. Let's come down here a little bit and come at it from a different angle. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. So Ship. I want to trade. We'll grab, how much food did I, they need a 45 for the other one, and I think only, so we'll just grab all this food that we can take. Let's say 500 credits, that's fine. Okay, and then, we have to sell that, but then we also have to pick up this other person at the Kion Habitat. Oh, which is where we are headed anyway with this food. Okay, cool. So we'll do that right there. All right, that's fine. Sector info. Target that. Very good. And what am I doing? Undock. There we go. And we have to go over to somewhere here, down there. Other side. It's a little bit unhappy. I assume this is open on the other side, right? Or is that just... No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, there's stars on the other side. Never quite can tell sometimes. See if I can get myself straightened out here. is. it's uh it's rough. And we picked up, okay, we automatically picked up shoe. And then we have to do some trading here. So I want to sell 32 food is what we need to do for that, right? Yeah, confirm transfer. Boom. All right. So that's good. And then we have to dock at the methane pump in the Spire, which we have to go to anyway. All right. Where's that? Spire's just down here, right? So that's not too bad. Four days to get there, but it's still a thing. How do our contracts look? How many days do we have for some of these? Some contracts only have a certain amount of days on them. These don't seem to have any, so that's fine. All right. Let's travel there. Okay. Inspect the spire in detail. Yeah. We'll do that. We got a dock for this contract though. Business methane pump. All right, let's go target that. Very good. And yeah, we need to I need to get auto docking as soon as possible because it makes everything flow so much faster, flow so much better. You just boop dock and your autopilot takes over, and you're done. Okay. There we go. And ease right on in, hopefully. There it is. All right. Contract successful there. And then we want to wonder if I can. No, we have to go to an upgrade spot. Oh, I never actually changed my ship name. Call it um, the jalopy. Since it's the first one we start out with. Well, we have 13,000 credits. I think we need a hell of a lot more before I can actually do any kind of upgrades, but I don't even know if there's an upgrade station around here. Habitation center, repair outpost. There is a repair outpost. You can upgrade your ship by docking at this station. Can I find? Well, you know what? Let's go. Let's target them, and then let's see if I can do anything there. See how much it costs anyway. I don't recall how much it costs to get the auto docking stuff. I tend to remember it being quite expensive because I remember having to do manual docking for way longer than I really wanted to. But let's see what it says. Well, hands off the mouse and keyboard. Let her grab on in there. Okay. So, what is the upgrades looking like? Um, engines. Oh, that's just upgrades though. That's not buying new parts though, right? This ship may not be able to support that. I don't know. Please repair your ships. Yeah, I got it. But let's. So Thresher's what I have. Engine, more thrusts. Fuel injectors back to ship. How about this? Piranha. Powerful RCS thruster. Is it under technology, maybe? Oh, it's under technology. 50. I have 73 research. Nice. All right, auto docking. Research. All right, boom. I didn't realize it was just research points you needed. Yeah, but you can see the research tree here and stuff that we are working up. And that's by scanning all those things I scanned early on. So that's good. So I could have had auto docking much earlier. Oopsie. Um, to upgrade our well, actually, we need to repair. How do I repair? Repair stuff. Back to ship. Um. Oh, repair all fleets. There we go. So one day, I knew there was a repair button somewhere. All right, so ship and then upgrade, and then this, and then we'll do 8,000. Upgrade component for 3,000. Why did it say 8,000 there? 5,000. Whatever. I'll upgrade it to the highest we can. Coral. Coral. Do that. All right. Good. I think this is the most we can upgrade that, I think, at all. And then we have to just buy a new ship afterwards. Okay, so what did I have here? Food delivery in the Spire. Sell 42 food. What's this one? 45 food. How much do we have on board? We've got 68. So that's not going to work out. Although there is no there's no time limit on that. So, and then this one is just in this sector. So, might as well just do this one because it's in this sector. Haulage in the Spire and take them to Lighthouse. Methane haulage to the Forge. To Crossroads. And where else are we going here? We're going to the Forge for you, right? We're taking you from Blue Heart to the Forge. Blue Heart to the farm. Do I have anything that takes me back to Blue Heart other than that food delivery? Lighthouse, Spire. Sell 49 fuel. 42 methane to the Forge. Okay, so the answer is no. But let's do this food delivery since we have some food on board. And we can just go over here. And now we just go dock now. Now that we've got auto dock, everything becomes so much nicer. And we got the fastest ship we can get. So I can just sit back and let the computer do its thing for a change. We do have to remember, though, we're here in Aspire. We do have to scan those anomalies that they want. So, hey, Tech, welcome on in. How you doing? This is space trucking, sort of. For the most part, it's a lot of trading. But it's also got um, space station building and, well, basic space station building and like logistical stuff. So it's kind of like you have a trading company. You start a trading company, you hire NPCs to help out with stuff, and you can then get enough money to buy space stations and build space stations. And then there's an overarching story, like story quests and stuff, um, that require you to basically get a whole lot of materials together and all that stuff. It's more or less a very very light version of X4. Um, there is combat and stuff in the game, though it's everything's Newtonian physics, so it's a lot of just kind of jousting. You just fly back and forth at one another. Um, and you do have two different starts where you can start off as either a trading start or you can start off as a fighter. I haven't done the fighting start because again I don't think the combat's not my cup of tea, nor uh, essentially. But there's a whole bunch of corporate factions vying for control of the system, and you can start wars and stuff, and then get into um, trade wars and all those things, and actual battles and stuff like that. Um, I think even you can even take over space stations at some point, but I forget exactly how you do that. It's interesting. It's very very indie. It's also free, so I mean, I paid for it back in the day, but then they put it out on Steam for free, so it's like, a lesser of Space Marine. Yes, yeah, it's definitely. It's hard to pin it down, other than to say that it's very very light on. It's if you were to take, say, American Truck Simulator, but take a lot of the sim elements out of it and make it sort of just a management sim, more or less. Um, it's kind of more in that sense of the term, I guess. Um, but it's single player, and it does have a bit of a grind to it, but it is one of those things where, if you just like hauling stuff and things like that, it can get it's pretty interesting from that regard. There's contracts you take on. There's a whole technology tree you go through, and all that stuff. So yeah. Um, so I need to trade. I need to sell 42 food. Food. Here we go. Sell 42 food. Boom. All right, that frees up one spot here at least. See, they're taking food as input, so I can't buy any food from them. I can only sell it to them. I can't buy any of these because they're all inputs and no outputs. We'll have to go probably to the farm to find more food, I guess. Unless there's a food thing here. Where's the local prices? Does anybody here sell food? Uh, there is zero stock of food in the whole system. Okay, awesome. How about I mean, the farm is where all the food is being produced, right? So they've got stock. 42 credits per one, but it is what it is. Because I need to get back to Blue Heart at some point, but I need 45 food, and I've got 26. Uh, what else do we have here? Available contracts, methane haulage to the forge, fuel delivery in the spire. Sell 49 fuel for the habitat in the spire. I mean, we're already in the spire, so that would be a pretty quick jump around. Although I gotta buy the fuel, so I'll do that. Where do you want to go? You want to transport from the spire to lighthouse. Okay, well you're going to be waiting for a while if you want to do that. And then crossroads. Do I have to pick anybody up here in the spire, the farm, fuel delivery? All right, let's track that. So I've got to buy some fuel. Where's our economy here? Fuel. Does nobody have any stock of fuel in the spire? How about the storage hub? Even the storage hub doesn't have any fuel. That's going to be a problem. Can I get some fuel? The farm has a ton of fuel. Holy crap. That Blue Heart has a bunch of fuel. And actually, Blue Heart's the cheaper price. So, all right. Well, that is what it is. Let's do the main story one. Let's track that. Visit the spire. Inspect the spire in detail to gather information about its materials and construction methods. Inspect the pipe at reference point A on the spire. All right, let's go. Sector info. I guess we don't. I guess we just gotta fly there. Fly there manually. Ship and undock. Right, unknown signal detected. Let's go track these down. 24%. It's that way. At 4 kilometers. All right. Let's try not to crash into anything along the way. But yeah, I am playing the. So the source code for the game was released, and a community patch was made for some of the for performance and also some AI shenanigans. The AI gets towards the in the harder difficulties and towards the middle of the game, the AI starts to forget how to do economy stuff, and the economy tends to stall. So there's a whole bunch of fixes there that they've made, as well as just some like quality of life things. Like there were a couple labels that were hard to read, a couple buttons that were hard to read. So they've done that. There's a whole list of things. I don't have the whole list in front of me, but we're rocking that. Okay, yeah, we are very, very close here. All right, let's stop there. The signal be analyzed. Now this is for the most part, this is hard sci-fi stuff. So you got Newtonian physics. You've got everything is there's they don't have sleeper ships. They have colony ships. It took them decades to get here, and all that stuff. So the weapons are not. I don't believe they're. I don't think they're laser weapons. I think they're like actual like mass drivers, railgun kind of things. Uh, so yeah, they're not like leaning into sci-fi stuff too much. Now I've never actually finished the story, so I don't know exactly how far the story goes, because most of the story requires you to pretty much uh, requires you to gather a ton of resources. Uh, let's put it that way. And you need to get. I mean, it's not even gathering so much as it is. You need to basically. Uh, you have to buy those resources, produce them, buy them, and it takes a significant amount of money. And so the only real easy way to do it is to, easy way. The only real way to do it is to corner the market in a bunch of stuff, and then have some uh, resources left over once you've done that. Or I suppose go to war with the factions. Although I don't know, I've never really explored too much of the combat stuff. I don't know if you can pirate stuff from other ships or whatnot. I'm not sure exactly how all that works. I think I got into a total of like one battle last time I played this years ago, and uh, it was what it was. I don't know that I got much out of it. Get as high a percentage as we can. There we go. The higher the signal alignment you get, the faster the analysis happens. I don't think the signal distance matters, but the alignment definitely does. Okay. 75% alignment. Get another 4 kilometers to go. I do wish there was a little bit more music variety in the game, and that it was a little less subtle. Um, I mean, it fits the atmosphere, but it's still like you have these long pauses of, wow, that's we're getting some. Shield your eyes, folks. We're getting some graphical shenanigans going on. I don't know what caused those flashes of white to happen. I think they used to happen even on the unpatched version on Windows as well. So that's not a. I'm not chalking that one up to Linux at all. I think this is just something in the game where, it, like, occasionally, as it's loading in a level of detail, it just sort of starts to freak out a little bit. All right then. Let's get up in here. Let's hope that I can get within range of it before we hit the asteroid. That would be great. Yep, there we go. That would be swell. So what I can do is let's bring some regular music in, since I'm getting tired of hearing the same track over and over and over again. I'll wait until this signal analysis is done though. There we go. Let's go and gameplay. Okay, we'll turn the music off. There. Very good. And that's the same. And we'll just turn some background stuff on here. There we go. A little better. All right, so where do we go for this signal? Here we go. Looks like it's over there. Guessing it's where these connect. Yeah, pretty much. We have eight. We have 8 signals in total, huh? So we've done 3. Looks like I'm just noticing that on the pop out there, on the call out there. There we go. Oh, 98%. Whatever. I tried to keep it at 99. But yeah, the game is definitely not in any hurry to do anything, which is fine. You're looking for something you can kind of just turn your brain off for a little bit and just sort of fly around doing missions and stuff. This is a good one. And you don't have to, even though I've unlocked the auto docking, I don't have to use it. I could manually dock all the time if I wanted to. It's just as you've seen, it's a little. It takes a little bit of effort, um, and the game does support controllers, but I'm not sure. You could probably connect like a flight stick to it and try to map the flight stick to keyboard commands, or maybe even to controller commands, but I have no idea what kind of control you'd end up with. I think at one point in time they had, when this was still in active development, they mentioned wanting to support like HOTAS setups and stuff, but I don't think they ever got there. I mean, it's running in Unreal Engine 4, and the source code's out there, so pretty much anyone could load it up in UE4 and mess around with it and maybe, you know, see what they can make out of it. But yeah, as far as I know, that's not a thing yet. Okay, where you left. Well, this is an appropriate song. The map, the map screen from Mass Effect. It's an excellent song for what we're doing. Okay, let's playing a little bumper cars here. Don't mind me. Whoops. All right, that was a little bit. Ooh, that was a little too much. It got a little too narrow. Oopsie. I thought I could ride all the way up, but I was very wrong. Okay. We want up here. Get. Okay, good stuff. We took a little bit of damage to our cooling, a little bit of damage to our power. But it's alright. It'll buff out. It'll buff out. Boom, 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 boom. One module left. Come on, come on. There we go. 100%. Ah, 99. It's still, like, even though my hands are off the mouse, it still drifts just a little bit. Bump, 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 bump. Hey, well, yeah, that's fine. Lurk all you want. I know you're probably getting ready to stream yourself. Okay, so we've done that, right? Come back to our scientists in Blue Heart to see what they make of it. Okay, so we have to head back to Blue Heart for that. So Blue Heart to the farm, Blue Heart to the forge. Sell food in Blue Heart. All right, is there any? There's no food at all in this place, right? Even in the storage hubs? Oh, the storage hubs have 3 food. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me at all. All right, let's head. Let's make sure there's no other contracts here. Where do you want to go? White House. All right. Let's just go to the farm ourselves. 2 days travel. All right, and let's go grab some food. Local prices, food. 679 stock. Let's go sector info. And let's find all the ones that have some food here. Storage hub. Storage hub has 100 food. All right, so can we trade with them? Food. And yeah, you know what? Just get me all the food I can get there. Cool. All right, and the autopilot's going to go automatically dock me so we can complete the trade. Did I get any research for doing that thing? No, the research didn't give me research points. I have to do it myself. All right. Bought 74 food. Cool. Is there anybody here we need to pick up? Spire to the lighthouse. Wait. Spire to the lighthouse. Okay. Available contracts. You're going from the farm to Blue Heart. Alright. Let's go pick you up. And... Alright, so... Transport you from farm to Blue Heart. Alright, so where are you at? Rosalind Power Plant. Let's go dock there. Okay. And we got go to Blue Heart. Then let's you know what? Let's repair it for a day. Portal map and Blue Heart we go. 2 days travel. All right. And let's go. Drop this person off. Oh, we got another guy docking at the same time. That was crazy to see that. 2 of us docking at the exact same time there. Okay, so then we've dropped them off. So food delivery in Blue Heart. Sell 45 food. Let's go do that. Food delivery in Blue Heart. Can I just trade from here? Sell 45 food. Well, okay, we still have to go there. That's fine. It is fine. But it'll all be in one shot then. And then, is it the, so F8 technology, science stations, enable building of, logistical stuff, instruments, quick repairs, increase repair speed by 50%, diplomacy, reduce all diplomatic penalties, build even more stations. Okay. Got it. Pirate tech, enable capture harpoons and increase capture speed for damaged stations. Right. Okay. So you can capture like other people's stations and stuff. Incoming fleets and meteorite groups, chemicals, unlock farms and stuff, orbital pumps, shipyard station allowing you to build ships. Yeah. Okay. Some of this is coming back to me. Some of it is. Early morning. Incoming military fleets attacking a current sector or meteorites and datering stations. Right. Let's see. So that contract's done. VIP, you gotta go from Blue Heart to the Forge. Blue Heart to the farm. Let's go pick up these people right now, so I don't forget them again. Let's dock there. And then the other thing is there a shipyard here? There is a shipyard here. Wait, is that true? No, this is a... No, Ghostworks shipyards. No, that's a ship. That's not a station. These are stations. Storage hub, repair outposts. Here we go. Shipyard. Nima Heavy works. Station operating without required technology operates 2 times slower. You can order and upgrade ships at this station. 3 ships in production, 1 ship in queue. Let me see what we're looking at here. So part of this game too, as you can see, like the NPCs have queued up some ships to be bought or to be created. And it tells you how much more fuel and everything else it needs to get through it. So sometimes it's even beneficial to like just trade some steel and plastics and other things to the shipyard so that they so they finish off the other ships ahead of yours that needs to be finished off and stuff like that. So a light ship. So how much does this cost? Sullen Shell's Omen Freighter takes 48 days. It's 200 sized cargo units. And that is 17,000 credits. And then what about the bigger freighters? The Atlas cargo ship, 2,000 cargo units. It's 147,000 credits. And then the Themis is 1,000 cargo units, and that is 88,000 credits and 60 days. 88,000 credits. Okay. I feel like, I mean, I could get a lot of smaller ones, but I feel like getting a big one, getting a big ship and then having it go around and do cargo runs is probably the way to go, except it takes so freaking long to build them. So I'm thinking we get another freighter. We'll just get the Omen Freighter right now. I don't have enough credits for it yet, but that is definitely a thing I think we'll want to do. And we're probably going to want to sell a whole bunch of stuff to this shipyard to get things moving a little bit faster as well. I wonder, within 41 days. Yeah, they're like doing omens as well. See, the other thing is, though, the light ship production line is queued up, but the heavy ship production line is not. Right? So, like, if I were to do a heavy ship, I would be first in line, but it would still need resources and stuff. So there's that too. It might be more beneficial just from a time perspective to queue up a heavy ship there. What do we got? Contracts. Okay, so we picked you up. Let's go pick you up. Wherever you are. Wait, did I pick them up already? Blue Heart. Oh, I have both of these people. I guess I must have just picked her up without even realizing. Okay, so I have both of them. All right, that's fine. Pendulum. Unlock orbital pumps technology and unlock science technology. Okay, so let's go do that. If we can. So where do I have to go? Oh, wait. Oh, I have to unlock orbital pumps and unlock science technology. Where's orbital pumps at? Oh, up here. Oh, right. Okay, that's right. That's why the story missions take freaking forever, because I have to get 65 research, which means I gotta find more signals, and then I gotta get another 195 research on top of that to do orbital pumps, which actually we can't even do yet because it's tier 3. So I gotta do something in the middle here, like metallurgy, I think, in order to do that. So it's even more. That's right. I'm remembering that now. I was like, there's a reason why this game takes a very long time, and there it is. What else do we have? Quinn. Inspire to there. 42 methane to the forge. Food haulage. I can pick up this guy. He wants to go to Knight's home. I guess I might as well. And food delivery and sell 38 food. How much do I have on my ship? Oh, I got enough. Sell 38 food to the habitat. All right. And let's do that. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. Alright, so we sold the food there, and then I'm gonna go pick this guy up. There. Which is literally 100 meters away. That's one of the really funny things about this is that it's all the same space station, but you basically have to move from one dock to the other in order to pick people up. Okay. So we have that. So where are we headed first here? The farm, the forge, the spire, nighttime. They're all going to different places. Okay, the forge, but we have methane haulage to the forge. Trade 42 methane from the spire to the forge. 42. Do I have enough space? I do. Alright, so I have to go to the spire. Fuel delivery in the spire. Sell 49 fuel to the spire. And this is go from the spire to the forge. So we'll do that. So this fuel delivery, I just need to buy some fuel here. Which I believe Blue Heart was the one that had the cheapest fuel. Blue Heart, yes it does. Details. Fuel details. Just takes me back to here. I forgot. Station ships. It's not helping me. Okay. Let's go buy some fuel somewhere. Access supplies. Isn't there a hydrogen fuel thing here? Iron fuel trade has nothing. You just take fuel as input. Here we go. The power plant. Fuel. Trade. Fuel. Just grab all. Well, we'll grab 49 because that's all the contract needed. So we'll grab that. Okay, bought the fuel. And now we gotta go sell it at the Spire. Sell it at the Spire, and then who else had to go to... And then I got trades from the Spire to the Forge. Did someone have to go to the Spire here? You're going to the farm. You're going from the Spire to Lighthouse. Is someone else going to Lighthouse? Can I reduce the number of trips I make? Does not look like it. But you know what? Screw it. We'll just pick that up anyway. Alright. So we gotta go to Spire. So let's do that. 2 days travel. Okay. Go and trade the fuel that they want. Make a decent profit on it too. This would be quite nice. Because I think we get the contract amount plus we get the profit from selling, from buying the fuel relatively cheaply and then selling it. I think that's how that works out. Or selling it expensively, buying it cheaply. How much money do we have here? 17,070 credits. I think it might be a good idea to get at least a small ship going, because then I can have them running around doing trade routes and stuff and bringing some money in. Is there a shipyard in this area? If I could find a shipyard that was not as bogged down as the other one, but I don't see one. I do not see one. All right, contracts. So we gotta go pick up this dude. Let's go do that. And we gotta buy some methane. Take that back the other way. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, right. What else we got? So we have to do the methane haulage. Forge, farm. Alright, methane haulage. Let's go buy methane we need. I do like that it automatically selects the amount that you need for the whatever you have tracked. It makes life a lot easier. Because yeah, I could get 50 units of it, but then just have all these things. You have all that kind of left over, and if you have one unit, it takes up that whole slot, so you can't put you can't mix two slots together with different resources. So getting the exact amount you need then ensures that you free up the slot again, so that if you want to buy another product, you have a cargo area to do it. Computer is much better at docking than I am. Much more confident too. Much more confident. All right, so I'm guessing we're heading to the forge then next. That might be a good idea. Got two things to do in the forge. So orbital map. And the forge is way up here. But still only 2 days travel. So that is good. All right, let's go trade this. Also, whenever we get into like a new system and stuff like this, should take a moment to look around and see if there's any signals, because we need tons of research. And I don't think there's any way to like automate finding that research either. You just kind of have to find it on your own by flying around. I should see if there's a... Is there a repair outpost here? There's steelworks. Oh, both of those contracts were successful. Nice. 2 for 1. I'll take it. Dropped our passenger off too. I don't see anything here. Just a habitation center and stuff. All right. Contracts. Steel haulage. To the farm. Well, we do have to go to the farm. Buy 31 steel from the steel works and trade it to the farm. All right, we'll do that. Let's see. You're going to Lighthouse. You're going to Blue Heart. You're going to the farm. Okay. You're going to Tarvos Habitat. This is going to a different thing in the farm. Okay. Okay. Do that. Let's go trade in some steel. You know, it's funny to hear like all these different OC remix songs going off, and seeing which ones actually kind of fit the current game going on. I feel like a lot of them could. All right. So we're going to the farm. 4 days travel. There we go. And we'll go trade this off. And we have to drop our passenger off at the other spot. Which looks like it's just over there. I think that when you see the little gear icon, I think that means that's you have a contract for that station. I think that's what that means. And you are getting dropped off at Linda Farm. This means we probably should just pick up some food from there too, and bring that to whatever system needs it, which there are quite a few, where we just sell all that food and get probably a decent profit from it. Yep. Docking computer has messed up on that one. I had a feeling it was going to mess up a little bit, and it really damaged us too. Okay. All right, docking computer. Let's try this again, shall we? You actually have a path to the target. There you go. That's good. Everything's been damaged, so that's gonna take us. That's gonna cost us a little bit. So, you know, the autopilot in this game is actually pretty darn competent. You know, even more so than you might think. Like, there's some pretty difficult to navigate things, but every so often it gets a shade of Tesla and just decides to run over small objects, you know. So you do have to stay on top of it. 1,714 credits and 4 days I gotta spend with the repairs for that. Okay. Um, contracts. So you gotta go to Lighthouse. You want to go to Knight's Home. Oh, water delivery in the farm. Sell 41 water. To them. Food haulage to. Oh, here we go. Trade 31 food from the farm to Knight's Home. Somebody wants to go to Knight's Home. You do. Okay. Do that. I'll just grab the water delivery contract too. Why not? Let's just sell water here. Which I think Knight's Home is all ice. So I think that's got all the water and stuff. Yeah. Icy debris, the frozen steel doors. Yeah. Because the capital station of Hilla is unwelcoming. Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think my first playthrough of this, I set up my stations in Knight's Home because it was a way to sort of, a lot of the stations needed water and stuff, and I could just get an ice miner relatively quickly and ice mining station relatively quickly and get that going. But then I think I kind of went, I did like outpost and stuff, or somewhere else. Maybe even, I don't think I went to the depths. But yeah. At some point you end up like, there's areas where it just makes sense to just kind of set up shop and just start doing everything you can do. I think the only problem with Knight's Home is that it's so far away from the star that if you try to do like solar production and all that stuff, it gets a bit iffy. Which is the other reason why First Light tends to be, because this is where you start out. That tends to be also a good one to like really get started into. So what are we doing here? We need to go to. So we're gonna sell water at the farm. We gotta go to Knight's Home. Trade 31 food from the farm to Knight's Home, and then you are going to Knight's Home. Gaius is going to Knight's Home. Okay. Okay, so let's get the food haulage here because they have a specific spot they want me to buy it from. And I'm just going to buy all the food. Right. I know I should have left some space for the water and stuff, but that's fine. Food is usually pretty easy to sell off for a profit. All right, so F3 for orbital map. Let's go to Knight's Home. 8 days travel. Go and let's do sector info. Food haulage. Let's trade there. And trade the food that they want. And I'm gonna give them 50 food. There we go. That'll free up a spot. Sold the food there. And we gotta go. Drop this guy off. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this guy off, but also, can we pick up some agua here? Trade. They have all input. Okay, sector info. Shipyard. Let's see, local prices. They don't have any stock of water? Are you kidding? Well, that is crazy. Huh. They have no water whatsoever here. And they have a lot of need for food and fuel and tools and other things. I think this is the other reason why I picked this, like Nitome was the one I did, because I was like, I'll just build all these things and then fulfill these needs locally, and then corner all the markets. But so what about Miner's Home? You don't have. So who has economy? Sure. No one has any stock of water? At least no one that I've gone to yet. Well, that is a bit nutty. Okay. Especially given how much the farm needs. Like, look, the farm needs 36.1. All right. So where are we at here? Fuel delivery in Knight's Home. So 38 fuel, so 49 steel. Well, first of all, let's go drop this guy off. I've got to get another ship going too. So we have that money coming in. Because I can set up an automated trade route and like buy low, sell high kind of thing, especially with food stuff. Let's see. Let's see where we're at here. They don't have a shipyard or anything out here, I'm pretty sure. Do we have stations and ships? There you go. So where's our let's do shipyards. Okay, here we go. So we know about the one Blue Heart. So, oh, there is a shipyard here in Knight's Home. 4 ships in production, 2 ships in queue. Let's see what they've got here. 14 days, 14 days, 18 days, 23 days for the heavy ship. Um, we get two omens going on a trade route. That would have some. I'd have some money coming in. And then can I only have one going at a time? We have an order in the production queue. Oh, it says here, in queue. Omen for Mem Trading Company. In queue for 38 days. Wow. So we got a ways to go there. So we have that. So if I go back to Blue Heart here, buy a ship there, order light ship, and we'll get an open going here too. There we go. Alright, so we have a ship in the queue. It's just they got a lot of things going there. But stuff is still moving at least a little bit. Alright. It's a thing. We got something going anyway. Oh, I have 128 research, so I have been getting some research, huh? Let's get science. That's one of the ones we needed. And 63 research left. We don't have enough for anything else. The other problem with the research stuff is that every time you get something in the research tree, everything else costs more research. It goes up as you do things. So you see now, like these are like 84 and stuff. So yeah. Asteroid mining stations. What I would like are tool factories. I mean, asteroid mining is good. I would like. There we go. The instruments. The price of technologies will increase at a slower pace, making research less expensive in the long run. That's the next thing that we should get. Really. So research doesn't jump up as much as it does. We have science. So we have research stations and planetary research telescope. So the planetary research telescope actually gives us research points passively. So I can get that going too. As well as I believe the research stations do the same thing. They give you stuff passively. I don't know if they. I don't know if the telefact. I don't know if the telescope it gives you more research or if they both give you the same amount. I'm not sure. Found 3 out of 10 artifacts. Yeah. Repairs, oil pumps, shipyard. Yeah, I mean, we were going to want the research moving forward at some point too, but yeah, we'll need this instruments thing here. So logistics gives you the solar power plants and stuff. The mining is very good. Farms and refineries as well. So yeah, these things are like logistics, mining, and chemicals are pretty darn important too. But we definitely want to get instruments first, or at least close to the beginning here. Steel delivery in Knight's Home, fuel delivery in Knight's Home. Oh, the steel delivery actually gives us 18 research. Oh, so we're getting research as rewards for stuff too. 49 steel there, and fuel delivery. And we gotta go to the farm and sell 41 water. We have to grab the water first. Lighthouse. We gotta find a place that has some water for sale. So economy, resources, water. Yeah, apparently nobody. That's right. Nobody has a stock of water anywhere. Which is strange, at least from anywhere that I've been. Factories and steelworks. Outpost. Miner's Home. Blue Heart. Let's go to Lighthouse because we have to drop somebody off there. We haven't been to Lighthouse yet, I don't think. So we can go there and do that. It's 8 days travel, so. Okay. Alright, let's go drop this guy off eventually. Just took us a while. He's been sitting there patiently all these weeks of travel. Okay, so we dropped him off. Where do you want to go? Miner's Home. Lighthouse to Blue Shores. Lighthouse to Frozen Realm. Blue Heart. Trade 41 fuel from Lighthouse to Blue Heart. I think any of those are appealing right now. Let's see if there's any water here. So Lighthouse needs a bunch. Doesn't have any. Nobody has water anywhere. This is what I ran into, I think, the first time around. I was like, this is why I need ice. I need to build ice mining things just to flood the market with water here. Took me 4 days to get to outposts. Let's do that. So we can get the sector info filled out. There are no objects in outpost at all. No population, reduced light, dusty. Hmm. So it generally sucks. Let's head to the depths. Let's see what we got here. Ah, here's our ice mines. Okay. So we've got economy. So yeah, the depths has all of the water, and it's expensive, as you might imagine. Okay, so I need to do water haulage to the farm. And honestly, the farm needs a ton of water, so I could just fill up my hold with it and get a whole bunch of stuff for it. VIP transport, lighthouse to Myers home, depths to Frozen Realm, tools, fuel from lighthouse to Blue Heart. No. All right. Water. Let's see. So sector info. Mining syndicate. So is there a demand for food here? It does not look like it. They need tools and steel and plastic, though. So who needs water the most? Well, the farm does. I mean, that's... But who needs food the most? Blue Hearts. But it's... Yeah. They're not paying that much for it. The Forge is paying the most. It looks like, for some food. Alright, so... Here's what we do. So I need the water delivery in the farm. So just get a crate of water. Trade. Yeah, confirm transfer. Do that at least. And then we'll go to, I guess, the forge, sell off the rest of that food that I have. And I guess come back here, grab some water, I guess. And trade that around, because that seems to be the one thing that's... I mean, I don't think it's holding up everything, but it's... I mean, let's see, the economy here... How much demand is there? See, the farm has a lot of demand for it. Um, which, I mean, it would be good for me to just set up a trade route from the depths to the farm, just buying water and selling it. Um, but it's not really, like, even if I did that, like, buying it for 1662 and selling it for 1668, so we're barely getting anything out of that. Um, you know, it's not that lucrative. But if I were to say do, say, steel, and we take a whole bunch from the forge, which is really cheap right now, and we sell it to the depths, we get a decent profit on that. I would say relatively decent. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. So we just have to sell water to the farm, steel delivery. And fuel. Alright. Well, did I pick up the water I needed? Yes. Alright, so where are we going with this? We're going to the farm. Alright. It's 2 days travel. That's not bad. Trade with them. 888 credits. That's a pittance. Quite the pittance they're giving me for that. Okay. Did I? So just have to sell it. The shipyard at Knight's home. Wait, that's fuel delivery. No, I did. Okay, that's fine. These are steel and fuel to Knight's home. We should go to the forge to grab those. Forge to the depths. You know what? Let's do that just on our own here. As well. Do I have any? Can I need to sell this food off. Selling it off in the farm is not a good place to sell it off of. Where can I sell this food and get the most bang for my buck here? Forge. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to pick up one thing then and take it to the forge. So, what did the forge need? Oh, well, I was going to the forge anyway to pick up steel and fuel. Right, so... Because I imagine they have fuel there. Let's see. Economy. Fuel. Yeah, it's not bad. It's up a little bit, but it's... the cheapest is Blue Heart, huh? I don't need to make a stop off the Blue Heart for anything, do I? Fuel haulage to... That's from White House to there. Frozen Realm, farm to the Spire. So that's a no. Fine. Let's see. Solar power plant. You have no fuel to sell me? You have fuel to sell me. Alright. So, and that's got to go... Yeah. Alright, so trade. We'll get the 50 fuel here. And take the food over to the forge. We'll sell that off, and then we'll get the a full stuff of steel there. And we can take both of those to Blue Heart. Or was it Blue Heart? Whatever, wherever. Does it have to go? Knight's Home. Alright, let's take both of those to Knight's Home then. Okay. Alright, so got that. So a little map. We want to go to the forge. 4 days travel. And I want to so the storage hub, do we have steel here. So I think if you just trade with this, I can't trade with the storage hub. Can I? Is there a trading place I can just trade with? There really isn't. Well, I guess if I dock there, I can trade them. Let's do that. I'd like to be able to just, if I can, just go to one spot and trade the stuff. Just give them, we'll put food in their storage thing, and then they can just distribute it however they want. Alright, so let's trade. So I'm going to give you food. And then I want steel. Oh, you have no steel there? Really? Really? Alright, fine. Alright, fine. I'll go dock at the steel works. Trade, steel. Grab that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, settings, controls, open close flight overlay is right mouse button. I was wondering, I thought the open close menus would be right mouse button, but forgot about the wheel button too. I'll say right click does work for that. Okay, that's what I thought. For some reason I thought that worked. Trade. Oh, we already did the trade. Never mind. So we want to go to Lights Home and do all that stuff. All right. Let's do it. 5 days travel. We're 7 days away from our Omen being built, so that's good. Wait, what did they want? 38 fuel. Okay. You're going to take all the fuel. Okay, and next one is the steel delivery. Do that. Take all of my steel. Okay, so all those contracts are done. These guys go on Lighthouse, Blue Heart, Spire. Okay. Got 22,000 credits again, which is nice. 94 research. Okay, so little map. Um, so the forge is reduced light dusty. All right. And then outpost is just empty, right? Reduce light and dusty. Yeah. That's right. You gotta build a license. You gotta purchase a license just to build. So that's 10,000 for that one. That's probably the cheapest license, right? I imagine. Yeah, this one's like 80,000. It's 106,000. Yeah. So they're kind of like encouraging you to use Outpost as the one, and then 10,000 for here as well. In first light, which again is dusty, reduced light, and no population. And this is reduced light and dusty there. There's home. I have not gone to Myers home yet, I don't think. So I don't have any information on it. Blue Hearts. Good light, yeah, 82,000 for that. So if I go to output, you know what? Let's do it's 5 days, and this is what, 8 days. I wish I could figure out like the shortest distance between some of these things. Like let me travel to outposts. Right. And then see how far it takes to get to like lighthouse and stuff. So that's 4 days. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Orbital map. So the first light is 4 days. Lighthouse is 4 days. That's 4 days. I think everything from the outpost is like 4 days except for this guy, which is 2 days, right? And the farm is 4 days, 2 days to the spire, 4 days there. Like, I feel like outpost is a good place to actually put an outpost. Like, have our stuff set up there because everything is relatively close by in terms of days. Like, Knight's Home is 5 days away, but that's fine. Everything else, like all the other major stuff, is like 4 days away. And first light is 4 days away. Let's buy a license here. Okay. And then what can I do? Station 1 factory. Research stations host team to advance technological knowledge. 50 steel, 50 plastics, 50 tools, and 40,000 credits. So both of these are 40,000 credits. Orbital telescope. Long-range observation platform used to discover other areas. Yeah, I mean, I know that there's 2 other areas at least that we don't see right now. But the research station is really kind of the more key thing, I feel like, to do. So I have that. All right. So we know that takes 40 grand. And then if I go to orbital map, first lights, let's travel there. All right. So Trade Fleet 2, we had a new ship built. Let's go. Oops. Middle and Knight's Home. Fleet. Trade fleet 2. Alright. So we need you. I need you to. I need to establish a trade route. So this is our omen here. Details. Let's change this to let's try just call it that for now. Rename. And let me think. So there's 2 slots of 200. So I need you to trade in something. So what would make us the best money right now? So food-wise, what are we looking at here? The needs aren't that particularly high. We can get food from let me see. So the forge needs food because it's got some usage there. Lighthouse has a huge stock of food, and so does the farm, obviously. The lighthouse is cheaper to buy from. So we could do that. That only really gets me 4 credits in profit, roughly. A little under 4 credits in profit. Look at steel. See, Knight's Home needs a ton of steel because they're 36.6 usage. And they're buying it for 41.45 credits. Which isn't the highest, that's the depths, but certainly up there. And then the forge is just giving it away practically. So I think we'll set up this guy to go from the forge to Knight's Home and sell steel. So let's go back and do that. So I want you to go to the forge. 17 days travel. No, I gotta establish a trade route edit. Here we go. Trade routes. Back. Where's my? How do I trade route? Oh, in the company manage. Company whitelist. Right. Oh, here it is. Add new trade route. I'm like, I know there's a way to do this. Because you can establish a trade route and then assign and unassign ships to it, or fleets to it. So you don't have to do it constantly. So I want you to go. So the trade route I want to establish is from the forge, and I want the forge. How do I tell it to suggest its purchases? After you added a first trade step. Okay. Add. Okay. Sector the forge. This is always a little bit confusing. This is not where I want you to go. So I want you to load up. Yeah, I want you to load. I want you to load up on steel. Load by steel. It's suggesting things, which is interesting. Trade with hubs, limit, trade others, limit max weight. Yeah, a lot of this we don't necessarily need to do right now. So I want to load up and buy steel. Does it tell me how much? I guess if I limited the inventory, I could say just limit it to a certain amount there. Okay, so that's done. Load steel, and then take it to. Shit, where did I say to take it to? To Knight's Home. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Take it to Knight's Home. All right. And you want to unload? Unload the steel. Is that unload slash sell steel? Yeah. Unload slash sell steel. Okay. And got that. And is there anything in Knight's Home I want to pick up? They have supplies. So FS fleet supplies. So Blue Heart needs it, but they're not paying for it. Stock. Yeah, there's nothing. The only one using it is the farm, and they're paying. I mean, we'd be going back to the farm anyway, right? So I guess it makes sense to just pick up the fleet supplies here, which are relatively cheap. Not the cheapest, but they're still relatively cheap, and then sell them off to the farm. So, we're in the forge. or we're in Knight's Home, right? Which we already have selected there. Unload steel, and then buy fleet supplies, right? And yeah, buy fleet supplies. I should probably limit the max weight. To like 5 days on that one, so we don't get stuck in a loop there. And then add over here, and we'll say unload, sell fleet supplies. Is that going to work that way? Actually, this should go. This should go above that one. Should sell, if we have any fleet supplies, sell them. Then buy steel. Sell the steel. Buy fleet supplies. And then it goes around. Okay. I think I've got that set up right. This will be steel. Forge to night steel. And rename. Assign that trade fleet to it. All right, cool. Cool. So that should be, they should be off doing that thing now. Company. Appearance, property. Okay. All right, so that should be, that trade route should now be doing its thing. Hopefully making me some money along the way. We'll see. Then, how many, what am I doing? Where am I? What am I doing? That's the problem. Like, I get caught up in that stuff. I'm like, where am I doing? Where am I? What am I doing? I think I'm in transit right now. Yes, I have 2 days left to travel to First Light. There we go. All right, so we're in First Light. There is nothing here, so it takes 15,000 now for this license. But what is the distance between things? So the depths would be 2 days. Spire. 2 days. Lighthouse. 2 days. Outpost. 4 days. The Forge. 4 days. Knight's Home. 8 days. The Heart's 2 days. Knight's Home is 2 days. farm. Okay. So pretty much, you know, first light also is favorable because it's 2 days to all the major things around the gas giant Nema. And it's only 4 days to outposts and the forge, so that's not bad. It'll be more interesting once we get a telescope to figure out there's moons around Asta and Adina that have some decent stuff on them too, but also really are desperate for like basic supplies, if I remember correctly. So that's a thing. All right. So I wanted to see what that was giving me. Plastic delivery and Knight's Home. Knight's Home to Lighthouse. And want to sell 42 plastics to Desdemona Factory and Knight's Home. Alright. We might as well, I guess. And this guy wants to go to the Lighthouse. Alright. We'll accept both of those. Let's go to the Forge. 4 days. Fast forward. Alright. You've discovered a new sector, the Dig. Oh, over here. Nice. Reduced light, dusty. Population 2. You know, we haven't been there yet. So even just traveling around, we're discovering new, we're discovering new areas. So what am I doing here? Contracts. So he's in Knight's Home. We need plastics. So plastic production. And we'll get 50 plastics. And at some point I will, once some of the money comes in from these other trade routes, I'll upgrade my ship to one of the larger ships. And then start looking at even before that, I want to get a research station built. That's 40 grand in the credits department, plus then additional money for all the plastics and steel and all that stuff for it. So I want to get that going so that we can get our research started, because it does take quite a while to build up research from those research facilities. Like, I think you only get like one research every month or something, or 2 research every month or something, or every so many days, every 8 days or something like that. So obviously having more of those is good, but you also want to be able to be, you also need the money to be to be building stuff and everything. So do I have the plastics on board now? I do. All right, and we gotta go grab this guy at Knight's Home. All right, so oh wait, hang on. What's this other contract? Steel haulage to the farm, fuel delivery in the forge. Buy 38 steel from the steelworks, the forge, and take it to the farm. Okay. 48 fuel. To the forge. I mean, they tie into one another. 48 fuel, 38 steel. Can I buy fuel here? Well, actually, wait a second. The forge. So the forge, the farms. Trade 38 steel from the forge to the farm, and then we need fuel here. I don't think we have any fuel areas. Don't believe we have any fuel, any solar panels in this place. Take this one. I was thinking about it. I was like, should I take it? Should I not take it? Because it's kind of halfsies there. Oh, did I not make that? Let's do the trade. Let me also, while this is going on, see if I can get a food delivery going here. Go. What am I in the mood for? Honestly, I just want food and I don't want to get fat. I want the worst possible food I can eat and not gain a pound. That would be swell. That would be really, really good. Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there would be some health things around that, but it would still be pretty good to think about anyway. It's been a little while since I've had a cheesesteak, I guess. I could do that. I could. Could do Japanese too, I guess. Although, I don't know. Every time I have Japanese, it doesn't, it's not fulfilling. And I end up not feeling great afterwards. Chinese, I guess, as well. There's Mexican, I guess. Having a rough one of it here. What do I want to do? You know what? See, the problem is, one restaurant has good fish and chips, but it has terrible fries, which would be the chips part of that. I mean, they would be good, but they put them in this container, this to-go container, which just like makes the fries sweat, and so they're just awful tasting when you get them. I haven't done this one in a while. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a cheesesteak combo. I could do a chicken cheesesteak there. Nah, let's do a cheesesteak combo, and we'll make it healthy by putting broccoli on it. See? Easy. Easy. Who says you can't? It's hard to diet. Oh my goodness. Oh, I get a reward too, because I purchased thousands of dollars from them probably. Ooh, they have chicken fingers and fries. Do I want to go with that instead? Because I don't think I've ever had their chicken fingers. I think I will. I think I will go for that. I mean, I know it's kind of sacrilege to take the cheesesteak out of the cart, but I have not tried their. Although they look kind of anemic from the picture, but I mean, sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover. I wonder if they have a. Because I can buy the fries separately. I wonder if they just have them separate. Sorry, I know this is scintillating content right now, but my stomach demands attention. I've learned when it demands attention, I need to listen to it, or I'll be on the hangry side of things. Stromboli, calzone. Do the one thing. Well, crap. What about hot sandwiches? What do I have there? Meatball parm and chicken parm. And a grilled cheese sandwich. I always find that hilarious. It's like, we could make you a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm like, yeah, I mean, so could I. It's about one of the only things I know how to do. And I could do it for far less than $6. Jesus. Yeah, screw it. Includes fries and a side of honey mustard. We'll just see if their chicken fingers are any good or not. It'll be a learning experience. And you know what? Just in case, throw a serving of mozzarella sticks in case they give me barely anything. Crap. Where's the beverages? let's do the unsweetened iced tea. Although, or no, they have lemonade. Let's do that because I would do the unsweetened iced tea, which is a lot better for me. But last one I got had was it didn't look like it was in a regular container, like a regular off the shelf thing that you would buy, but it did not look like it was mixed. Like it was very syrupy. I was like, I don't. Ever since then, I've been like, maybe we'll maybe we'll put that on the side. We'll think twice about that. Um. All right, cool. That is on its way, hopefully. Okay. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. All right. That is what it shall be. Technology. Technology is wonderful and also scary at the same time. All right. What are we doing here? So, contracts. So I bought the steel, so we gotta sell it at the farm. And we gotta sell 42 plastics to Desdemona Factory at Knight's Home. Did I pick up the plastics? I did. Okay. Trade 38 steel from the forge to the farm. I can pick up this guy at Knight's Home. Alright, so let's do that. So orbital map. Knight's Home. 5 days travel. Bingo bango. There we go. And we got 4 days left until our other omen is finished. So this is, which contract do I have going? Plastics delivery. Oh, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Alright. Trade. Plastics, take all of them. Okay, sold 50 plastics. So that's done. And then we gotta go pick up this guy from here. Okay, and steel delivery. Oh, but factory wants that I just went to wants even more steel. Forge. Where are we headed to? We're headed to the farm, right? This guy wants to go to the lighthouse. I sell these off at the farm. So let's see which one's closer. Farm is 8 days. And lighthouse is also 8 days. Great. Well, do what we gotta do. Oh, here we go. Our other ship was just built. Let's see what I want them doing. I think I want them doing water deliveries, but let's see here. Or not water, probably plastics. Yeah, Knight's Home needs a ton of plastics. But who... Blue Heart. Blue Heart has stock of it. And it's using it, producing it. But these guys, the Forge is producing plastics, but not using it. And even though it's not the cheapest, I can buy it there. And then if I sell it to Knight's Home, it's 26. So Forge, 2646 credits, and then Knight's Home is 2644. Wow. I would lose on it. Well, that's fun. How about fuel? Alright, who needs it? So Knight's Home needs fuel, and they're paying top dollar for it. Okay. And the farm has a ton of fuel, and they are the cheapest. Okay. So from the farm to Knight's Home for fuel then. So let's do that. Let's go company, add new trade routes. This will be home to farm fuel and trade fleet 3 assign. All right, so we're going from, where was it? What did I say we're going from? The farm to Knight's Home. So we're going from the farm. And I want you to load up fuel. Alright. Load biofuel and then take that to Knight's Home. And unload, sell it there. Okay, and I'm not going to put any additional things on it. I'm just going to have it do just that straight run. So the farm to Knight's Home, fuel. Yep, that seems correct. All right, cool. So that should be going now. Fuel. Yep. All right. There we go. -4 credits per day. Oh, we're at -5 credits. I need to actually make some money. That's right, because they're taking from my credit account. I forgot about that. So I need to be making Boku money here. Lighthouse dock here. Let's go do that. That's the only problem until they start actually selling their wares. It's a net negative. And that's assuming that when they sell their wares, it's not going to still be a net negative. It shouldn't be. But, you know, 'tis the nature of trading. Okay. And our contracts. So we just need to head to the farm here. We have 8,505 credits now, so that's good. We're at least not negative. Anything else? Going to Frozen Realm. You're going to Blue Heart. You're going to Blue Heart. You want water. So, all right. Well, we got a bunch of people who want to go to Blue Heart, so I might as well just pick them up here. And then Lucy wants to go to Frozen Realm, which I don't think we've gone to yet. So I might as well do that too. Alright, so let's go pick these people up whilst we are in the station. I mean, it's best to grab all this stuff while we're in the sector because everything else requires us to an additional day. So at least we're staying within the current day here. Okay. And I pick up Calvin here. Alright, and did I get nothing? Pick France up, pick Lucy up, and what happened to the other one? I have another VIP transport here? No idea. No idea what happened to the other one. I thought I had a third one. Or maybe I just dropped that person off. No idea. Anyway, That's Blue Heart. These guys are going. Yeah, the one person that was going to Blue Heart is gone. I guess that contract was up. I didn't see it. It didn't look like it had a time frame on it, but yeah, whatever. I don't know what happened there. But you're going to Blue Heart. And then this one. So we're in Lighthouse. Take that to Blue Heart. I mean, might as well. Tools haulage. So, sector info. Wait, contracts? Did I? Oh, I didn't track it. That's what's going on. Let's take care of that while we're here. All right. So we'll head to Blue Heart first. What else is in? Okay, did I not pick? I did pick Lucia. What's the other? Blue Heart. Lighthouse Blue Heart, yeah. I don't know why Lighthouse is still highlighted, but alright. Blue Heart. Travel 2 days. There we go. So we'll trade the tools here. With them. All right, contract successful. And I'll do Blue Heart here. So drop you off there. Successful. Back up to 12,000 here. I'm gonna go to the farm and to Frozen Realm. Tranquility. Lighthouse. Knight's Home. We can drop off this steel and Frozen Realm. She's actually giving me more money than the other one, so but it's going to take a little bit longer to get there. Let's do steel haulage to the farm first. Right, because that's 2 days. Alright, and go trade this. There we go. So we can trade that off, and then we'll hop back over and drop this VIP off. How's our research coming along? Research points. We have 111, so we got a ways to go yet. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to like really get things going. All right, and contracts. Where are you going? Blue Shores, Blue Hearts. Blue Shores, you're going to Frozen Realm. All right, let's just go head over to Frozen Realm because we haven't been there before yet. Okay. 7 days left, 18 days left. We're still kind of negative on these things. I wonder if they're... I don't know. I'm just wondering if there's a... I mean, I should upgrade... Oh, there are some enemy ships in this area. I should upgrade the whatchamacallit, those ships to my other trade ships to like have better engines and stuff. But even then, I don't know if that's going to affect too much of the time difference there. It might affect it. Let's see. You look at not fleets, company and property. Details. Upgrade. Spy post peaceful sector outside. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to order them to go somewhere to upgrade. Even then, I don't know if that will help or not help. I mean, it probably will. Because yeah, there's a lot of days in between their trips here. So it's like it's not I'm not realizing any monetary gains yet from that. Um, but we'll see. Actually, I wonder, does it tell me? Oh yeah, he's full of fuel, and he's full of steel. Okay, I mean, they're doing it. They're doing what they're supposed to do. It's taking a while. Transaction log. What do we got? So bought 72 steel, bought 399 fuel. And then these are all the credits for me. Bought 1 fuel. Bought 328 steel. So you're spending a lot of time just trying to go from one station to the other inside the same area, just trying to fill their cargo holds too. Yeah, but their cargoes are full now. It's just they need to actually sell their stuff. They haven't done yet. I'm hoping once they sell, their stuff will have a nice windfall. I mean, it's 7 days left and 18 days left for that. In the meantime, I'm just trying to like build up whatever money I can on the side here. Tranquility, Blue Shores, depths. Frozen Realm. Blue Heart. I say. Alright. Well, worldwide stock, worldwide needs, production, usage, balance. Yeah, okay. Give me the full skinny statistics there. I think this automatically saves, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. No stations, 3 ships. Valued at 95,000 credits. Cool. Yes. That'll do it for right now. I should be back in a couple hours doing some coding stuff. I think. It really depends on what I'm feeling up to. But I think that's a safe bet. Yeah, and then we will be back to Helium Rain probably tomorrow night, after, for my second stream session. We'll see if I'm up to it. And then on Sunday we'll be doing some X4 Foundations, or more X4 Foundations. So yeah, kind of where we're at right now, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by, hanging out, and keep me company, and all of those things. If you do happen to run across this on the YouTubes, and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, that would be awesome and helps out tremendously. That's it for right now. Like I said, I'll be back in a couple hours. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
I love the power glove. It's so bad. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Yeah, well, just keep your power gloves off her, pal.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!